what we're going to be doing now is to add products. And before adding product, there are other things you have to do. The first is adding categories of your item. So let's just go ahead and go to pro.com. So this would be your category. So for clothing, and then this would be your examples of subcategories under clothing. For jewelry and accessories, this would be subcategories under that, and so on and so forth. So what you need to do, create your categories and subcategories. So if we are doing clothing store, let's just go ahead and put gowns. And this is a main category, so it's not under parent. And then let's click here. You can add an image too, so it shows like a preview of your products. And then another category is clothing, like any other clothing besides gown. Another category would be bathing suit, swimwear, just swimwear. Now, remember that when we were looking at this is the main category, but we also have subcategory. So for this store, I want to do categories of gowns. I'll say gown for gala. I'll put it under gowns. So this is a gala is subcategory of gown. Another one is proms. And then I'll put it under gown category. Add. Another one is pageant gowns. And then I'll add under carrot. So if you see here, this is the main category and this is the subdomain. The same thing with the other ones like one piece, under swimwear, and then two piece, under swimwear. Okay. I'll just complete this just for fun. So for clothing, we put dress. And the clothing. Okay. Alright, so now we have all these categories. And next is attributes. So the attributes would be, in clothing, you would say style, like long sleeve, short sleeves, sleeveless. Tube sizes, like size would be one type of attribute. Color would be another type of attributes. Sleeve style, length would be, I don't know how to spell it. Ayan, so that goes. So I have 3 attributes. You can add as many attributes as you want. Just depends on how you can add this as much. But after you're adding the main attributes, you have to go and click configure, so that you can create the options for your store. So for colors, I want to do black, white, pink. So in other words, the categories, the attributes are just the options that you're giving your customers when they purchase your product. So you can give them choices for depending on inventory that you have. Where is it? Configure it. to XS for extra small, S for small, medium, large, and then it's there. So you can also, of course, complete this like the length, long, short, mini. Now we're ready to add a product. So what you're going to do is click Add New. And when you click Add New, it actually tells you to put the title of the name of your product. So usually this would be a description, like a regular name, that's standard name of your product. And then you want to add a description, which should show here, here, and then and then I will put this in category clothing and dress. Okay. And then these would be your tags. So you can literally be as creative as you want here. So you can say Audra dress So you can put as many tags as you like, which is nice because the more tags you put in here, the easier for people to look for it. And then you want to add a product image. This image will be the first that people will see when you first add they first see your page. So that would be the photo. And then the gallery would be the additional photo of the same item. So if you have multiple colors, it can be shown here. If you have multiple styles, the front, the back, the side view, it's going to be in your gallery. Okay, I'm not adding more photos because I only have one. And then the most important part of these is really the selection of how you're going to display your items. So for this product type, you can select to do simple product listing, group product listing, external affiliate product listing, or variable product listing. So for simple products, this is if you have an item that doesn't have options. Say you're selling say for example, it's a book. You only have one option for that book. There's no number of pages. It's just one unique item. And then you can list it as a simple product. You add regular price and then configure the rest, and then you're good to go. For a group product, this is essentially product that has relevancy with each other. Like if you're selling pants and then there's a top that goes along with it or a hat that goes along with it, you can put this in one group listing. The next one is external affiliate product. So for external affiliate, this is for if you are an affiliate and they give you a link so that a buyer can click the link and it takes them to a different website that will process the payment, that will accept the payment, that will set up the client information, etc. So this is for those influencers. If you are a partner product for Microsoft and you have a link where buyer can just click, and then once they click in there and purchase, you get commission for that. This is the option for you, and you fill out as much as you can here. And then the most relevant one, especially for clothing, shoes, makeup, skincare product, is variable product, because this variable product will create sets of different um, item options. So let's go ahead and start with this. So for the variable product, for this dress that I'm about to post, I'm doing variable product, and I'm only it's taxable item, and then you can select whether it's a zero rate, reduced rate, or standard. And then if I have a specific SKU for this item, how much, which shipping it would cost them to do this. Shipping class, whether it's USPS priority or next day air. The shipping class can be also whether it's premium, a basic, standard premium, or that, or if it's based off weight. So like if you have an item that costs a lot to ship, then you can name it based on that. Like class 1 for anything under 2 kilogram, class 2 anything under 3 kilogram. So for my items, I usually have this type of shipping option, mainly because most of my items are of the same weight class, so it's under a kilo or under 2 kilos, so I just do this shipping class. So you guys can ask me how to set up the shipping class in the future by email if you need more information about this. For the link product, so it's nice because if you're listing a dress, again, if you have other items that's relevant to that particular item, you can upsell them, or you can cross sell them. So you just type in another item title here, like whatever items you want to include as a relevant item to these, what you're listing. And then right here is the attribute. Remember that we created this attribute for sizes and colors and all that. This is the time that you can use it. So for this item, it's a multicolor, and I only have one multicolor of it. I'm just gonna do variation for sizes, for example. And here I would create variation for select all, so extra small to large I have available, and then I'll just save that variation. Now you can do multiple attributes here. You can also add color attributes if you like, or you can do length attribute with the size attribute, and you basically just add the same variation. I don't need it, so I'm just gonna delete these. So I'll remove the length because it was only one style. Exactly, that is the only variation I have are sizes. So I'll just save that. And the most important part of this one right here is the variation. So for you to create, for this item to display with a specific sizing, you have to create variation from all the attributes, which are the attributes obviously are sizes, extra small, small, medium, and large. So then you create it here. And now the final thing you have to do is to fill out the items for each. It's pretty simple. All you need to do is go create an SKU if you want it. If you want to manage the items quantity, so if you have 5 of the large of this item, put 5 there. How much are you selling it for? $79.95. And then do you allow back orders or not? Leave the shipping class. If you want to set up a shipping class, you put it in here. Tax class, whatever, you put it in there. If you don't put, if you manage a stock and you don't put the number here, it means 0. It's not going to show up. If you don't add a price as well, it's not going to show up. So if you don't fill out the rest of these items and you only fill out large with this information, if I go to It's not going to show up in your yeah. So now it shows our post, and when you buy them, you can only see large. Now, if I would go and add the attributes for medium, 7.5, free, and then I put update. And then right now I have the medium